Om. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratan Karunamayam. Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Srutismriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Namaste Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savila Samaha Moha Graha Grasaika Karmane. Hari Om. Yesterday, we have studied the example of Vamadeva, how Janma Janmantar, life after life, our sadhana continues. And Laukik Udaharana was given, worldly example, that when you study something whole day many times, may not remember, but next day, without even studying, suddenly everything comes back to your memory. Similarly, the samskar, jnanam, whatever we have, vichara, whatever we have conducted, inquiry, whatever we have conducted in our previous lives, will start in this life also. That samskara will not go anywhere. So with that example, with those thoughts we saw yesterday. Now, the journey of spirituality, as we saw, as Bhagavan Krishna says, Bhagavunam Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. So only after many, many lives of sadhana, one will enter into the portals of truth. He will realize Aparoksha Anubhuti. It will come. For which Vedanta speaks only about inquiry, path of inquiry. Vichar. Of what? Mahavakya Vichar. And in the early stages, a lot of karma we do with Nishkama Karma Yoga, Upasana. We saw yesterday also, lack of faith is an obstacle for Upasana, for Paroksha Jnanam. And lack of Vichara is the Pratibandha obstacle for Aparoksha Anubhuti. So having seen those thoughts, the teacher continues from 37th verse. 37th verse we have to start today. So Vijayamuni says, Kalena paripachyante krushi garbhadayo yatha tadvadatma vicharopi shanai kalena pachyate. Kalena atmani vindati, Bhagavan Krishna says. In time. Examples are given. Kalena paripachyante. In time, everything matures in time. Time has to come. We have to put our efforts in time. And in time, our sadhana matures and gives us the phala, is Atma Jnanam. Examples are given. As a plant, krushihi, krushi means agriculture plant, garbhadayo yatha. You plant a seed, they will get ripened only in due course of time. Think. They get ripened only in due course of time. Similarly, with regard to knowledge also, more and more clarity, more and more confidence, more and more understanding comes through vichara, through inquiry in time. And similarly, garbhadayo yatha, fetus, the baby in the womb. It's only seed that is entered into the mother's womb. And that seed takes time in maturing itself into a full-grown baby. So it will take time, 9 months, 10 months, 9.5 months, it will take time. So what Vijnana says, you cannot hurry in the case of childbirth, in the case of the seed maturing into a plant, yield, crop yields. We just can't force and then say that quickly happen, let it happen, let it happen. Tadvat atma vicharo api shanaihi kalena pachyate. Similarly, like in the case of the baby in the womb and the plant, the seed is planted. So once you start the journey, spiritual journey, it will take time. Slowly and steadily, one will realize the truth. Kalena, it matures. Pachyate, maturity, fructification takes place in time. See? So 3 examples are given in Bhagavad Gita. When the obstacle is of Sattva Guna, very limited vasanas are there. Sattva Guna obstacle, Rajoguna is there, Tamo Guna is there, obstructing. These 3 gunas obstruct. They cover, this avidya is there. So they cover the Brahman, they cover the Atma Tattva. Which one? Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. So the Krishna says 3 examples are given in Bhagavad Gita. Dhumena vrayate vaknihi yathadarsho malena cha yatholbena vruto garbhaha tadate nedamavrutam. So avrutam jnanam. Idam means here tadatena idam avrutam. Idam atma tattvam avrutam. What is that? Like, even Gurudev say, suppose sattva, but suppose sattva guna is there, very little of the what do you call, blocks are there. One dhumena avriyate vagni, like smoke covering the fire. That pratibandha goes away very easily. Just go and just blow it away. The smoke goes away and the fire is visible. Sattva guna only is there. Very minimum pratibandhakas or obstacles are there. This is the result. Yatha adarsho, there is a dust gathered on the mirror. So little rubbing is required. By merely blowing, it won't go. So you need little rubbing. With the cloth, you need to rub it. So little rajoguna. And tamoguna example, yathe avrutena garbhaha. The fetus is there in the garbha, and it takes long time, 9 months, 10 months for it to come out. So if my vasanas are very strong, very, very tamoguna pradhana, it will take time, tamas, to melt it out, and then slowly it will take time to become rajas, and then constructive rajas, that is activity oriented toward dharma, then chitta suddhi, that is karma yoga, then chitta suddhi, then antakarna, the mind and intellect becoming purified to turn within, and then inquiry begins, then teacher comes. So it's a long journey. It's not that one day it happens. Therefore, we need not feel anything. Oh, this man is gaining knowledge. This man is claiming that I am Brahmasmi. Jivan Mukta Purusha is. We don't have to worry. So you are also on the path. So here Vijayamuni says two examples are given. Seed converting itself into plant takes time, or the Shishu, baby coming out of the womb, will also take time. So why these are all the sudden, all seekers will go through certain frustrations in life. We are unable to know the truth. Truth is far away from me. I don't think I can realize the truth in this life. My efforts are not yielding. So Vijayamuni is addressing all those things. He continues in 38th verse. Punah punarvicharopi trividha pratibandhataha naveti tattvam mityetad vartike samyagiritam punah vicharopi. Even though one is inquiring repeatedly, punaha vichara. Again and again and again and again, patiently, with the dedication, with the devotion. I am inquiring, I'm studying scriptures, I'm doing my, reflections, I'm doing my Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Swadhyaya. With interest. With a lot of enthusiasm, perseverance. So, one is unable to realize the truth, even though one is inquiring repeatedly. Why? Because of three obstacles, three types of obstacles are there. So, naveti tattvamiti etad vartike samyagiritam. Because of these three obstacles, one is unable to know tattvam, the reality, the truth is not being realized. Because of these three. Who said? Vartike samyak. Vartika means Sureshwaracharya's Vartika. And he wrote Prodhanaka Vartika, etc., etc. So Vijayamuni is giving so many Shastra Pramanas here. So not only Sureshwaracharya and Vartika also mentioned, because of the Pratibandhakas only the truth is not being realized. Obstacles are there. So what does Sureshwaracharya says, Pramana? He says in some people case, Pratibandha is so strong, obstacles are there. And in Vedanta Marga, Vedanta says, unless the student goes through the process of inquiry, how does this happen? This happens through vichara, inquiry. How does it happen? Through listening to the teacher. What does he speak? Shastra. So Vedanta Shastra, when we study, the knots in the intellect, the twists and turns of the intellect, buddhi, they get all straightened and crystal clear clarity will come. Suppose somebody wants to take shortcut route, he cannot know the truth. In realizing the truth, there are no shortcuts. So how these obstacles are removed? Only through Shastra Chintan, that we will see in the coming verses. By studying the scriptures, by reflecting upon them. By meditating on them, the clarity I will get. So so therefore nobody can escape karma yoga. Nobody can escape upasana. So without purifying, without going through the process, it's not that one is able to meditate right from childhood just like that. He or she must have practiced a lot of sadhana, a lot of inquiry, a lot of study. Therefore, they could get that samskara in this life right from the beginning. And then environment also is created because the environment is ordered by my destiny. People say, had I been there, I had nearer the ashram, I would have attended all the talks. If these were not happening in life, maybe I would be in a position to attend and study. So we think that, God or situations and circumstances are very unfair for me. But we don't understand that everything is ordered by my destiny, by my karma. And when we start inquiring, that is possible only with the help of a guru. That itself is possible only when we sufficiently mature enough. So there are three kinds of obstacles are there because of which we are unable to know the truth. What are the obstacles now? That's what these are mentioned now in the coming shlokas. Yes, by merely reading books on one's own self, and then I know so many people, they get confused. They read all kinds of books. And they confuse themselves so much so, they come to us like a cluster, all entwined threads, entwined thread ball. And that is creating pressure in them. The reason is there is no teacher to guide them. They read their own books. So many seekers are there in this world, like confused. Clarity comes to us only when we study Vidya. And we are all restless for realization. If we're really restless, things will happen. But we want truth also as an escape. We don't want to do karma, we don't want to upasana, we don't want to Sravana Manana Nididhyasana, we just want truth. Let somebody touch my head and then make me realize. It doesn't happen like that. So Janmuni says, next sloka, 39th verse, Kutastad jnanamiti chet tadhi bandha parikshayat asavapi cha bhuto va bhavi va vartate thava. Kutaha tad jnanam iti. Now, how does that self-realization dawn now. How to realize the truth? If you ask this question, when will I realize the truth? How does self-realization dawn? How does it happen? So German answer, one answers. Bandha parikshayat. When all the obstacles are removed, the truth is revealed. Plenty of obstacles are there, they are to be removed. And all obstacles are categorized into three only. What are they? Asau api. These obstacles are what? Bhuto va bhavi va vartate athava. Obstacles belonging to the past. Obstacles with respect to future. Obstacles in the present. Obstacles in the past relating to the past, obstacles relating to the future, obstacles relating to the present. Think. Only three are there. So because of these obstacles, even though I am putting my efforts, even though I got the full clarity about meditation, suppose I studied books on meditation, I can give lectures on meditation. But for me, when I sit meditation, a lot of obstacles are there. I'm unable to conquer them, or I'm unable to transcend them. That's why Mahatmas have said very clearly, unless this Chitta Shuddhi takes place, obstacles are removed, truth is not revealed. Jnanam is there, but it is not converted into meditation knowledge again. But I am not able to convert into nididhyasana. I'm reading instructions, but not able to do it. It's like that. Reading instructions, I understood, got clarity, but unable to do. Something related to material work. Therefore, what are the three obstacles? With respect to one example is given. What is that? Adhita Veda Vedarthopi Ata Eva na Muchyate Hiranya Nidhi Drushtantat Idameva hi darshitam. Adhita Veda Vedarthapi. And I studied all Vedas and Vedarthas, Vedangas, everything I studied. Meanings also. Veda I studied. Vedartha is meaning. With meaning, I studied all Vedas and Shastras studied. But even though one is studied all those things, that doesn't guarantee liberation. That alone does not get liberation. Give us liberation. Because of what? Because of these obstacles. Therefore, see, in the world, especially spiritual seeker, so-called spiritual seeker, because everybody feels is a seeker. That's okay, fine. It's all good, wonderful. Knowledge के लिए कमी नहीं है. ज्ञान सबके पास है, देने वाला ज्यादा है। कई चीजें सब लोग जानते हैं, व्यावहारिक स्तर पर या आध्यात्मिक स्तर में भी। But it is unable to because of obstacles. Why? Example is shown, like, Hiranya Drishtantat. In Chandogya Upanishad, an example is given. A beggar who is standing at a spot, and where he is standing on the spot, underneath it in the ground, there is a golden treasure is there. It is buried underneath his feet, under his feet only, but not aware. He is not aware. See, the truth is, Har Har Brahma Gacchati. Every day night we are actually reaching the Brahman only, because in the deep sleep state we are actually one with Paramatma. We are unable to understand the truth is here only. None of us, because we are all having lot of pratibandhakas. So Shastra tells me, oh, it's not because of that knowledge, lack of knowledge, I am unable to get aproksha anubhuti, and because of obstacles. How did I come to know? Only by studying Pañcadaśi, by studying Shastras only I come to know this. Is it not? Then I know where to focus. Otherwise I'll be frustrated. मैंने सारा कुछ पढ़ लिया, ये पढ़ लिया, वो पढ़ लिया, फिर भी कुछ नहीं होता है. And not that all our pratibandhakas we know. We may not be aware. We are not aware of many obstacles within us. And what kind of vasanas are there? I don't know. Unless they get expressed. I'm talking of personal experience also. So many vasanas are there. Oh, this thought also is there in me. Oh, this also is there in me. This is also there in me. This idea also is there in me. This notion also is there in me. This concept also is there in me. Attachment to a concept, an idea, or a notion. So all these things are covering. Where? My treasure. Golden treasure. Hiranyanidhi. So the truth is inside me, underneath, like buried under that golden treasure, buried under the beggar who is where he's standing, underneath that only. And many people think, भगवान चाहे तो कुछ कर सकते हैं. भगवान भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते. What happened once, Shiva and Parvati were sitting in Kailash, and they were discussing about this. She said, if you wish, oh Lord Shiva, you can give anything to anybody. Shiva said, no, I cannot do that also. But you are God. Even though I am God, but the individual's prarabdha is there, karma may not allow. That may obstruct the person. She said, but you are Lord. Even though I am the Lord, I don't interfere with everything. Karmas are there. Their own karmas make the buddhi perverted. I can't help it. But Parvati did not believe. She said, no, you can do it. You can help anybody, whomever you want, wish to help. Then Parvati saw somebody going very, very lean man, suffering, in pain, walking alone, lot of money is not there, beggar like. She said, no, that beggar is going. You give some treasure to him. Put a treasure on his path. He's walking alone, place the treasure on his path only. So he will definitely take it. How come? How his karma will come? I don't know. As an obstacle, let me see. Shiva said, no, his karma doesn't permit this. No, I don't believe, you are not helping him. So Shiva said, okay. So it seems he placed the beautiful lot of treasure on the way where he was walking on the same path ahead of him. He placed it. This guy walking almost 10 feet or 5 feet away, he did not see that treasure. He got a thought. What was the thought? See, I don't have money. I am having so many problems. At least I am searching for some work. So good that I got eyes. दोनों आंखें मेरे पास है. Suppose if I don't have eyes also, how would I walk? It will be terrible. Karke, I closed his eyes and started walking. And he opened the eyes after crossing the treasure. Shiva looked at Parvati. Just see, how did he get the thought? That's how pratibandhas, the obstacles, don't allow us to progress. They come in between. They say first clear our debts. Address us. So lives and lives are gone. Think. So these obstacles are there, they are to be cleared. Now, what are three kinds of obstacles? We saw past, present, and future. Past, present, future. Now, the examples are given. In 41st verse. अतीतेनापि महिषी स्नेहेन प्रतिबन्धतः भिक्षुस्तत्त्वं न वेदेति गाथा लोके प्रतीयते. This is a popular story. Loke pragiyate. Gatha, one kind of a popular song among the folklore. Popular story. They always sing in the form of a song, this popular story. This is sannyasi, bhikshu. He did not realize the truth. Tattvam na veda iti. Why? Because of his attachment to the past. To what? Atitena api. Already Atitan past. What is the pratibandhataha on account of his obstacle? With what? Mahishi snehena. Mahishi means queen or a woman. Take queen or woman. A sannyasi was there. He became sannyasi, but he was extremely attached to his wife. Past wife. No, ashrama changed, no. He was grahastha ashrama. He was a king before. He was a king. Student was a king before. And he had a beautiful queen. And he was attached to the queen. He renounced kingdom. He renounced everything. He became sannyasi. But he's always used to think about the queen. So that queen vritti used to occupy his mind. Thought of the queen used to occupy his mind. So you would recall her services, her love, her caring, her beauty, her company, picnics or excursions and tours that they underwent together. The past, it became a great, great attachment to it. So the ego, who is attached to the ego? So what is happening here? The ego is strengthening. She was my wife. She served me. She looked after me well. I enjoyed her presence. We lived happily. So all these things are strengthening what? Ego. My wife, my life, my past, my joy. So because of likes and dislikes, because of attachments, the ego becomes stronger and stronger. So even though Guru says you are Brahman, you are the truth, you are that, but Shishya is always thinking about the queen. So atitenapi mahishi snehena. Mahishi means queen here. Snehena, attachment, love. So with the past thought, because of that, he is unable to meditate, he is unable to listen, he is unable to do Shravana properly. Mananam also not getting done. If Shravana is not good, where is Mananam? If Mananam is not good, where is Nididhyasana? We are attached to our past glories. Oh, गांव में बहुत रहते थे, बहुत बढ़िया था. Always गांव के बारे में, गांव की याद आते हैं. गांव की याद आती रहती. Place, people, environment. Past. So Guru was unable to teach him. He didn't know what to do with him. Guru was telling, what can I do now with him? How to teach him Vedanta? But Guru has one more technique. Anusrutya Guru Sneham Mahishyam Tattva Muktavan Tatho Yathavat Vedesha Pratibandhasya Sankshayat. Guru came to know that this guy is always thinking about his queen. One of our acharyas, an acharya used to give one beautiful example. Somebody was there and then lived life, and he left his wife, and after retirement he's getting good pension also. He handed over his wife to his children and said, you take care of mummy, I'm going to Rishikesh. I am a seeker of truth. I will take sannyas. So he took sannyas from some ashram in Rishikesh. Because he was earlier working in a government organization, he is getting good pension. So when anybody sees him with other sadhus, see himself, whenever he sees himself with other sadhus who are not like that. They are real sadhus, but real means they are also sadhu, but they are not. They did not work in government employee, pension, kinction, paisa, kuch nahi milta. And when they talk about anything, he would always Hankara will come out. Don't tell me that. I retired from a government employee. I get my pension. I survive on my pension. That thought was predominant. Hope you are getting it. Similarly, we are ancestral house, attachment to ancestral house, ancestral village. Atitena snehena. Where can I meditate? Where can I withdraw? Not happening. So Guru heard it. He has seen. He came to know. Then what did he do? He taught the truth, keeping the queen. Essence of the queen is the truth. He did not eliminate because thought is preoccupied. So taking the example of queen only, that who is a true queen, what is the real nature of the queen, like that he taught the tattva to him, so that his mind was focused. He was not distracted. So Mahishi became representative. Example. Now let us analyze your wife, queen. So she used to sleep, she used to be dream, she used to wake. So avastatraya viveka, waking plane, dream plane, deep sleep state of the queen. Do you remember? Yes. Now let us analyze these states. So he used to remember the queen, but the Guru used to talk about the 3 states of the queen and then going beyond that. And who is the queen? Made up of Panchakoshas. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya Koshas. Physical body, vital body, mind, intellect, and causal body. 5 bodies are there. Who is this wife then? Is it your wife is physical body or mind or intellect? Whom do you call in that Panchakosha made up of Panchamahabhutas? Where is your wife? And whenever Guru is teaching about the Shad Vikara, Asti, Jayate, Vardhate, Parnamate, all those things, Apakshayate, Vinashyati, he would give only queen example. Queen was born, queen is growing, queen is changing in the physical looks and physical body, queen is decaying, queen will die one day. In her old age, how will she look? Does she look beautiful? Her bones become brittle, skin is hanging, loosened, wrinkles, bent back, eyes are not properly functioning, ears are not functioning, taste has gone. This is what is going to happen to your queen. So all the Vedanta was brought only through queen. So whenever we are attached to something, we should analyze this way only. I love someone, immediately bring. That Jiva is permanent on earth. He may live before you. I may live before him. As long as we are there, we should love each other, no doubt about it. But none of us are permanent. Physically, we are not permanent. As a spirit, we are eternal. This drama also will come to an end. The relationship also will come to an end one day. That is a fact of life. So, through Queen example only, the Guru taught Vedanta. Who is the Queen then? The consciousness, witness consciousness. Witness consciousness is the Queen. Because of which everything is existing, body is functioning, existing, functioning. How? Because of consciousness. Who is that consciousness? No birth, no death. Support of all five koshas. So who is your wife then? Consciousness. Who are you then? Consciousness. So what do you call your wife as consciousness is your own self. Body cannot be permanent. In this way, Viveka was done by Guru. And this man was happy because his all education was surrounding around Mahishi only. And one more important thing, Mahishi has another meaning. Mahishi also means what? Mahishasharamardhini, buffalo. So somebody joined ashram, became sannyasi, but he was fond of his buffalo at home. So she buffalo, he became an object of attachment for him. Mahisha, Mahishi, she buffalo. So teacher took that only as an example. And truth is revealed to that. So past attachments, past notions, they become a great obstacle for us. Now, Vartaman, Bhavishya will come. Bhutakal is over. What is Vartaman? Present obstacles. Beautiful analysis is there. What are they? Pratibandho Vartamano Vishayasakti Lakshanaha Prajnamandhyam Kutarkascha Viparyayaduragraha. Pratibandho Vartamana. In the present case, in the present, not present case, present time. Past is over, present. The obstacles with reference to the present are what? Vishayasakti Lakshanaha. First one. Four are there. Four things are. First is what? Attachment to worldly objects. And we are all moving in the world outside. We are seeing so many objects in the world outside. Men and women, things and beings. And they always attract us. It could be coffee, it could be tea, it could be a mall, it could be any object, it could be anything. In the present, they attract me. टेबल पे कुछ देखा, नमकीन को देखा, नमकीन देखा या स्वीट देखा, immediately gets attracted. And these objects and people and objects are constantly dancing around us. Asaktiranabhishvangaha putradara gruhadishu. Krishna says, Asaktihi anabhishvangaha putradara gruhadishu. Sons, Dara is wife or spouse, gruhadishu towards ill. Towards the son, towards spouse, towards ghar. Asaktihi, non-attachment. Extreme attachment, abhishvanga. So how do we become free from the attachment? A lot of effort is required. Jnanam is required. Analysis is required. First one is what? First obstacle is what? Vishaya Sakti Lakshana. Second is what? Prajna Mandya. Manda Buddhi. In one word, one Manda Buddhi. Weakness of the intellect. Prajna Mandhyam. Prajna, intelligence, intellect. Very, very dull. Not able to understand after listening, after studying. And teacher presents various subtle arguments also in Vedanta. Prakriyas are given. I'm unable to catch. So many nyayas are spoken. Chandrashaka nyaya, Dishlaka, Kakatali nyaya. So many things are coming. I can't understand them. The sukshmata, subtlety of the Shastra, I am unable to grasp. Second mistake. Second obstacle in the present. Kutarkascha. Third obstacle is what? Kutarka. Logic or reasoning, Kutarka means bad logic, wrong logic, unhealthy logic, destructive logic and reasoning. See, in order to do any reasoning or logic, we need some data first. On data only we can logically conclude, logically analyze, etc. So when anything physical realm, data collected through indriyas, and that needs laukika tarka. Worldly logic is required, but that is different issue. We are talking about Shastra Tarka, because Shastra speaks about many things unseen. All things are unseen. Many things about Paramatma Tattva unseen. So whatever Veda Pramana, Veda collected facts are there, the facts which are collected from the Veda, that reasoning is different. Shastra Tarka is required. Shastra Tarka. Not Laukika Tarka or the logic and reasoning of these worldly things. So scientific reasoning we are not talking about. Scientific reason, the data is based on what? Sense perceptions, sense objects. But we are talking about the reasoning based on Veda. Veda is Indriya Agocharam. That's what they say. That's what Veda says. Veda is relevant only to tell us all those things which are not seen by Indriyas, grasped by Indriyas. Atindriya Vishaya. They are not Indriya Vishaya. Scientific reasoning is Indriya Vishaya. Objects of senses. But Veda Pramana is not object of senses. For that, what is Pramana? Veda is Pramana. So Kutarka is what? Don't follow scientific logic for spiritual matters, religious matters. So the spiritual matters in Adhyatmaka Shastra Vihita Tarka is different. Shastra gives some logic to understand. That is different. This logic or reasoning of the worldly logic operational only in the worldly level. So that is the third one. So Vishayasakti Lakshanaha, Prajnamandhyam, Vishayasakti, Prajnamandhyam, Kutarka, then Viparya Duragraha. Viparya Duragraha means what? Very, very obstinately holding on to habitual misconception. Viparya means what? Contrary perception. So you are not the body, but I am the body, I feel. You are not the mind, but I'm feeling all emotions. I feel I am the mind. So what is the truth? I am perceiving contrary to it. The truth says you are not the doer, but I feel I am the doer. I firmly believe in sense of doership, sense of enjoyership, and I'm firmly convinced that I am the body. So this contrary perception should go. I am not the body. Another, I am in the body. No, body is in me. That's the truth. I am pure, eternal spirit I am. So where is the body? If at all is there existing, everything should exist in me only. So refusing to accept our position from being the body, I am the body, I accept. I'm refusing to accept I'm spirit. I'm accepting it only as I'm body. And I argue with everybody that I am the physical body only. Argue with everything, whatever I see, whatever I feel, whatever I touch, whatever I think, that is alone correct. This kind of obstacle is called Viparya Duragraha. Duragraha means insistence. So these four obstacles are there in the present. Shayasakti, attachment to worldly objects, Prajnamandhyam, dullness of the intellect, Kutarka, destructive logic, dangerous logic, unhealthy logic, Viparya, contrary perception, insisting on that I am the body, etc., etc., not accepting the truth. So these are all the four obstacles are told. Now, what is the remedy for each one? What is the remedy for Vishayasakti? What is the remedy for Prajnamandhyam? And what is the remedy for Kutarka? And what is the remedy for Viparya Bhavana? So this is going to be the next topic. So the answer is given. That we will see in our class tomorrow. Thank you very much for today. Tomorrow we will see the class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnmudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sadgurunad Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you all. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.